This is the water coming from the lake. Nice color. What you can see straight ahead here is the best view we've had. Ooh, it is blowing a hurricane here. And now we're back out into the wild Patagonian nature. El Chalten with the mountains here in the background. Ruta 41. You're gonna have to fuel up here in the little container fuel station, and then we got I think 190 kilometers or something like that to our next destination, Calafate, where we have 2 nights because we're going out to see the glacier Perito Moreno. But first we need to see if we can get fuel over here, or we ain't going anywhere. Looks like there's even a little queue. Let's hope it will be a quick operation. Oh, no entrance. Lamitas, what are you doing on the road? Wildlife out to control. We are arriving at our lunch place, La Leona. And this is the water coming from the lake. It's a nice color. Pretty busy river. That's our restaurant place down there. There's not much out here, so you gotta stop when there's something reason to stop. Helsingfors. La Leona restaurant. Let's see. Supposed to be good. Haven't eaten here before. Wow. We are getting close to El Calafate, and you can see the snow-capped mountains out there in the background. We've almost made around the lake halfway, and soon we'll be turning in on the other side and start making it down to El Calafate. And we have 2 nights there because tomorrow we're gonna go in and see the national park with the glacier Perito Moreno, and we'll hopefully arrive early today, which gives us time to get some clothes washed. Just get followed up on everything. The car serviced, etc., etc. And then after Calafate, it's time to head further south, back into Chile, to Torres del Paine. Those are the 2 big major events in the coming days before we hit our goal, Ushuaia, the south of Argentina, most southern point of the continent. And then our tour will conclude in Punta Arenas 2 days later. Coming into the curve to the bridge over the River Kwai. Maybe not quite, but big bridge all the same. We are getting close to Calafate, El Calafate. We got 35 kilometers, 38. Yep, 38 kilometers to go. I'm putting the stickers on this sign. Looks like we got everybody. 1, 2. Let's do it. We got 32 kilometers to go. We'll be home free for tonight, at least. Okie dokie, we are entering El Calafate. Police checkpoint. Doesn't seem like they want to stop us, so we keep going. And about 75-80 kilometers from here is the big glacier Perito Moreno that we will visit tomorrow. All the way down there on the right hand side is the Fitzroy Mountains, where we stayed last night, but it was a 200 kilometer detour around the lake to get here. And now we're entering the city in 5-6 kilometers. There it is, under the snow-capped mountains. Beautiful scenery, but nothing can grow here. What a tough life. They must survive entirely off tourism. Glaciares, bienvenidos. The glacier capital, national glacier capital. Da 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 da. El Calafate. El Calafate. So we're here. Just gonna get the bikes fueled before we hit the hotel. Just want to be sure that we can leave early tomorrow without too much trouble. Oh, there's an Italian restaurant for Mr. Paolo. Are we going forward, or are we just not doing anything here? 7th of December Square. Not sure what that is. Okay, here's our gas station. Let's go get some fuel. Okay, we made it to the glacier Perito Moreno here in southern Argentina, Patagonia. And it's a beautiful day, the sun out. You might see it right there. And this is what we like. Beautiful scenery, beautiful weather. A little chilly, 10 degrees, but you'll survive. Now it's time. Okay, sun's coming up in Calafate, El Calafate. We just fueled the bikes. We got 300 kilometers to go today, and the border crossing back into Chile. We're gonna go see Torres del Paine, the famous mountain towers, snow-capped. Yesterday we saw the glacier here in El Calafate, about 75 kilometers out of town. Pretty cool. It's a cool day, 9 degrees here from our start. It feels cooler, but maybe it's because we had half a day in the hotel last night and the hotel was nice and warm. And now we're back out into the wild Patagonian nature. Let's do this! We got 6 days to go till the end of our 60-day tour. And remember, www.MotoDreamer.com, you can find details about our next tours. And this exact tour will repeat next year, 2026. Love to host you if you want to come, so let's do it. In my eyes, and the visor is somewhat dirty. I forgot to get it cleaned last night, so I can hardly see anything unless I bend my head down and let the sunscreen protect a little bit. But it's really strong. It's still only 9 degrees. And we got 300 kilometers to go to the border of Chile, where we'll stay right next to the Torres del Paine National Park that we'll go check out tomorrow. So let's see how the day goes. We have a fuel stop planned about halfway, and then of course we have the border crossings. That is always the joker, the X. You know, you don't know. So 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. So let's cross our fingers for another smooth border crossing. Freezing cold, windy, and it's completely barren. Just, you see these alpacas here on all sides, or llamas, I'm not sure which they are, but it's very windy. There is nothing here, but as long as the eye can see, just open horizons, big old plains, the Argentinian pampas. There is nothing here. Not a house, not a tree, not a piece of green. It's just burnt yellow grass and some surviving animals with a big fur on. That's it. No human beings in sight. And we have to constantly lean in against the wind. We were just down on 6 degrees, it's back up to 8, but it still feels freezing. The wind makes it feel a lot colder. I got all the gear that I packed on, and it's still cold. We're making our way south on the Route 40, and it's a long way still till the end. We got about 1,200 kilometers, I think, to the most southern point, and I suspect it's only gonna get colder. Vast emptiness, a and the world being overpopulated, that is definitely not the case down here. So if you like the cold and you can survive with no plants and no animals, then there's plenty of space down here in Patagonia. Oh man, this is a tough life. I see the first house in about 60-70 kilometers. Might be some kind of power station. Let's see what's coming up. Cold? We keep going. Okay, so the little gas station here is closed. So we will go to Chile. Let's do this. The border is 50 kilometers here from here, more or less. So, well, there's some cows out there. So we'll have to fuel on the Chilean side. Well, we still have a good range, so not too bad. We've only done 80 kilometers since the last fueling, so we got plenty. Ooh, it is blowing a hurricane here. We just made it onto a little gravel section, which is the last stretch down to the Chilean, well, the Argentinian-Chilean border. Whoa, windy. It is windy, windy, windy. I can hardly turn my head here. And yep, we have to make it down to the border crossing. It's just a couple of kilometers down this road. I don't know if you can see how sideways I'm holding the bike here because of the wind coming in from the left hand side. Whoa, it is heavy, heavy. Yeah, we're getting back, hopefully down here by the hill we'll get a little shade or protection from the wind. Yeah, that helped a little bit, not much. Now we have the rest of the group. I can see them up there taking it easy. Okay, slowed down a little bit here, the wind. That was good. Fairly easy gravel road here, not too many rocks. Alrighty, getting close to the border post on the Argentinian side here. And this you see in front of you is the Argentinian Pampas. Not sure how far down. It looks like there's some houses down there at the bottom. That must be the border patrol. This here is the middle of nowhere. The ass end of nowhere. Could not, in my wildest fantasy, imagine trying to set up a life down here on a homestead farm. That would be so windblown, so cold and crazy, and there's nothing here. You can't grow anything. That's what it looks like, at least. Wow. The wind here as well, super strong. Woo! Riding sideways. Wow! And the camera on the helmet is hard to keep it because it's being used as a wind anchor, pushing my face. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's very strong. Must be the border patrol down here in those houses. Whoa. God, it's hard to keep the bike straight. See how it goes for the other, more lightweight. At least I have some substance on my body in the shape of a lot of fat. So I'm a little bit heavier to move in the wind. So we made it across the border, and this is our hotel here in Chile, just across from the border. We're gonna head in because look at the weather. It's windy, but it's not raining, which is a plus in Patagonia. Okay. That means we're gonna take advantage of it right now and go see if we can get the picture, the famous picture, iconic pictures of Torres del Paine. Let's see here, there we go. Let's just get the map here working in our favor. There we go. Okay. We missed out, that's Tess. We're here at Torres del Paine, but the road is closed into the park. We will have to see if we can come back tomorrow then. Camper bus in the Mohino. Nice. You don't see many Colombians traveling around. Very cool. So we are close to running out of fuel. But we will try and make it back to our hotel, find out what's up with the road closure into the park. They could have told us that if they knew it. So we need to make some calls. And Sebastian and Todd, we don't know which gate they drove up to. And they will surely be running out of fuel shortly too. The Paine didn't quite work out for us. All you can see straight ahead here is the best view we've had while I've been standing here. The clouds have opened up a little bit, get a little bit of a view, and the lake here is nice blue color. Just waiting for the support van to come back. They went up ahead to the main gate to find out if our two missing riders are up there. They must be running out of fuel, so I don't know if they trying to do the loop with no fuel, but we'll head back to the hotel and find out. We made it to Ushuaia. Here's the whole gang.